took us forever. Like he was grabbing missiles and you had to shoot the missiles or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I think, and then the last Wesker fight, I remember not even understanding the script.
Oh, when he was like a big monster.
Yeah, and you're like in a volcano, and I
Yep.
couldn't tell, like, are we supposed to run to a certain place?
Oh my god.
And then one of us would grab him, and then like, oh, do we also need to grab him?
Yeah, that was a
So
lot of
now
trial and error.
we get to, we get to dread all this anticipatory dread.
Mm-hmm. Man.
Oh, what is this? Happy fourth anniversary! Celebrate
Wow.
4 years of Fall Guys with our anniversary show. Wow,
We've been playing
10?
for, what, 2 years?
Yeah, I think so.
So we're
It's
we're not such
exciting though.
a Lego more so. The Phantom Menace. Oh, wait, look. Oh,
Oh, wow.
Pad or Amidala.
Yeah, she looks a bit odd.
Yeah, that's the
Padme.
Keira Knightley version.
Oh boy.
And the first time I ever saw Ella Purnell was in a movie called Never Let Me Go, where she was the kid version of Keira Knightley.
Oh no. I just got that book from Prime Days.
Oh,
But I had seen the film,
mm-hmm.
and the film like destroyed me. But
It
then
was really depressing.
I know. But then I read a Kazuo Ishiguro. I read oh
Remains of the
shoot.
Day.
No, it's the most recent one.
Oh,
Blank in
Bones of
the
the Giant.
Sun.
Oh, I don't
No.
know.
Shoot, I can't remember. Like Kira in the Sun? I can't remember.
Hmm.
But then this book came up on the New York Times best. Oh, I sent that to you, where your memoir is.
Mm-hmm. It was just
And I
under.
was like, man, it's like, yeah, I guess it had been like mentioned a couple times. I thought, well, I guess I'll give it a go. So I ended up getting that for cheap during Prime days. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was a good movie. It was
Oh, that
this.
was, yes, what were you gonna say?
Well, it was the same writer as the guy who did Civil War, Alex Garland.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember, well, Carey Mulligan's in it,
Yes,
and Andrew
Andrew
Garfield,
Garfield.
and like you're watching these relationships, and then all of a sudden you realize that they're like body bags, that they're
Mm-hmm.
like human organ, so that these rich people can, oh, so you're watching these characters deteriorate,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like terrible.
And it was like Keira Knightley had started a relationship with Andrew Garfield because she was jealous. And once it all came down, it was like, oh, all this time we had spent apart. It could have been I don't know. Yeah, that was really sad. And they were doing the drawings, and Andrew Garfield was like talking to Charlotte Rampling, and he was like, "This proves that we're human or something," and she was like, "No, this was to prove, like, to test to see if you even had souls." Or something. Oh man, it was pretty
Oh
brutal.
yeah,
But
it is pretty bad.
it was the
Golly,
first
and
time.
then I think about that too, which I don't know which came out first, but My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing was they had a second child so that
Oh.
if anything happened to like the sister,
Mm-hmm.
like they would basically, I guess, harvest her. And
That's
then
crazy.
so the older sister said like gets, oh, I guess it was the younger sister gets a lawyer and goes through this whole thing, and she's able to. This is one of the worst novels. So she's able to get, I guess, protection, or I don't even know what the right term would be. And then on the way back, after she is awarded custody of her own body,
Mm.
she dies in a car crash.
No, Jody.
And so then, like, her sister ends up getting, the body anyway. It's terrible. I was like, why did you do this?
That would have
Yeah.
also been around the time as The Island. Remember that movie with Scarlett Johansson and I think Jude Law?
Oh. Oh, I thought it was Ewan McGregor.
Oh yeah, I always get those two confused.
I saw that, but I don't recall what it's about.
That's about like these people in a society, like a futuristic society, and they find out that they're also organ. body bags for the rich.
Oh, jeez.
That was a Michael Bay movie, though.
Was it really?
Yeah, pretty low
Um,
key.
did you make it?
I did. I saw you
Okay.
get your tail. Well, I don't know if I
Yeah,
saw it,
like
but
in the last 10 seconds,
yeah.
sadly.
Oh,
Um, yes. I can't remember. I just saw a reel about, was it Michael Bay? I guess, and they were showing one of the scenes from, it might have been the second Terminator, not Terminator,
Transformers.
Transformers, where there's a huge transformer with like testicles, but they're like, you know,
Robo testicles.
those, but the balls that you would use, oh, to destroy
Oh,
buildings.
wrecking balls,
But
like Miley
yeah, yeah,
Cyrus.
correct. And so I can't remember what their point was. It was like the same guy now doing blank. I can't remember now what the movie is that he was going to be doing.
Oh no.
I guess it was shocking to them.
Hmm. Jeez. Yeah, those Transformers movies are pretty weird.
I do own two of them.
The first two?
The first two, yeah.
Oh,
I did find the first one pretty fun.
yeah, that was good.
I saw, speaking of Transformers, Megan Fox is like an AI something,
Yeah.
and
If only they could have called that movie Megan is. No, you again.
I
No.
was wondering why you were standing there,
I was worried
foolish
about the
human.
foolish humans
Oh yeah,
on
they
the
can't call her
screen.
Megan because
Nope.
of that one.
Why?
Oh, you're
Why
doing
am I
so well,
second?
and then
I'm second. Everybody else is just
oh,
standing there.
well, sound effects really help you.
Stay away from me.
Okay,
Where's everybody else?
hopefully you made it.
Sliding into home. A lot of crazies on this level.
Seems that
Piggyback ride.
did someone ask for help?
I think so. A lot of stuff coming out of the Olympics. What's been
Oh my gosh,
your favorite headline?
my favorite headline. Um, I don't.
It's
My favorite isn't like my least favorite. I don't know. Like
oh,
now it's all about this athlete that everyone's convinced. Well, I just actually, while you and I were talking, I saw that somebody posted on Facebook that Lauren Boebert, is that her name?
yeah.
Has started a kind of GoFundMe to give to the person who lost against the
Greedy.
Algerian.
Yeah,
And I think that, yeah, and
that's
she's got
ridiculous.
like 46,000 people have donated. I'm like, I mean,
That's such a
never have I watched like a competition that this has happened. I don't know like what's going on. There were even well, I sent you that clip of like, it's irrefutable. Like, there's not any question. I guess they're just going by looks.
yeah, just like that's pretty scumbag.
That she may have a, yeah, a more masculine look.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yeah, I don't know. And then the big thing is that like everyone's hubbubbing about this, and yet, yeah, they allowed a
Yeah,
child
child
rapist
rapist.
to compete. So
Yikes. Good job,
I
guys.
really, yeah, there's not a lot of or sending people home after drinking,
Mm-hmm. I would say that
and yeah.
yes. Oh, the other coach, the sexual harassment, right? Oh, I made
Oh
it.
my gosh, yeah, from Zambia.
See?
Yes, they did not make it into the finals, which is sad because it's like the country overall, like that's I think that was the first time maybe they qualified for the Olympics, so that
Oh,
was nice.
man.
But then, so you hate to see that, but they didn't get any points. The drone conspiracy, I guess that one's like the most hilarious
The
because,
spying?
oh, did you not hear about this?
No.
Oh, the Canadian women's, well, I hesitate to say that. People from the Canadians women national soccer team flew a drone over the practice of New Zealand, which was the first person people that they were going to play
Mm-hmm.
in their group. And of course, drones are. I was watching a clip from one current player and one former player that one of them said like cheat better because number one, you can see a drone. Number two, you can hear a drone.
Very loud.
So they sent home the people who are like directly responsible for this.
Mm-hmm.
And then the coach was saying she had no idea, but it's still like her team, so she's taking responsibility. So she was sent home. She cannot coach for a full year.
Oh my god.
And then the team itself was deducted 6 points because
Whoa.
it depends on but if you win, you get 3 points. Usually a draw is like one.
Mm-hmm.
And then also there are point differentials depending on how many goals you score. So I think they won 2 games in their group, but that like put them at 0. They were still at 0.
Jesus.
But they were actually able to, you're still in it.
But it's very
They
low
were
elimination.
able to get out of their group, out of all of that, which was kind of nuts. But they just lost to Germany in the quarterfinals, so they're not making it. But it's just like a bummer that they probably had, let's just say that they probably had no idea what was going on and they
Mm-hmm.
were penalized for people's dumb decisions.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So that's like, I can't believe it, kind of smacked in my head, ridiculousness.
SMH.
And then where people are getting punished for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Brazil, was it Brazil that like a competitor, was it swimming, and her boyfriend were like sent home or something?
Yes.
Because they had sex, I think it was,
Weren't
or
supposed to
something,
do
or they weren't
that.
drinking. But then he apologized and was allowed to stay, but she was not allowed to stay. It's just like a whole, yeah, you're right. You sent, after I sent something, you're like, why? What is it about these Olympics? I'm like, I don't know. It must be the cardboard beds because that's what it all started, and now
Drives
it's
more
just like
crazy.
everything is publicized and it's nuts.
And the mayor swimming in the river. It's just that was like a bellwether for how crazy this was gonna be.
I know. People on the street. I saw a little reel that someone was asking, would you swim in the Seine? And the majority said no. I would,
I
yeah.
wouldn't swim in that, even if there weren't
Uh,
sharks.
yeah. Yeah. Even if there were, even if it was shark free, I wouldn't swim. I'm sorry I let you down and we can't cradle each other, cherish each other
I
here.
know. If I
Ridiculous.
lose, that's what the reason
Yeah.
is. I will.
Somebody, I guess in a triathlon, I guess when he finished, he like vomited 10
Hmm.
different times. It was just like all this water.
Hmm.
I guess so I guess he said, as you're swimming, you're like
Taking
getting a
it
little
in.
water in a time. Yeah. So maybe it was best that he got it out of his system.
Yeah, that's awful. That's so gross. Like, ugh. Just sitting here thinking about it.
I guess it's like, well, did I tell you about the Inner Harbor here? Because I think you can rent stuff to like kayak around.
Hmm.
And
My God.
I was told, it was like really hot. And she's like, well, it'd be hot and everything. And I said, well, the good thing about a kayak is like you can get out and then, cool off and get back in. She's like, oh no, you don't want to swim in Inner Harbor. I'm like, oh no, what's wrong with the
Oh.
Inner Harbor? Why would you go kayaking in a place that's polluted?
Right.
So,
Maybe it's just a tourist trap. Oh well.
yeah,
Get it together, Laura. Season 2 of The Wire is all about the
The
harbor, the
Wire.
stevedores.
Oh, interesting. I
Is
guess
it
I
kind
should
of?
watch that sometime.
I think so.
It is number one, right? Wasn't it number one?
Generally, it's that or The Sopranos,
Okay.
but I think The Wire has more obvious social importance than a show about a psychopath in therapy. This isn't even the last round. I don't know what's going on, but like 2 people get eliminated every time.
I guess it's because maybe they did so many. I can't believe they did the tail one first. I guess they did
Yeah.
so many because this is that going through the seasons.
Oh.
So maybe they try to. Oh, won't that be really sad for you? If you, how many? One is a. Oh gosh, it's
Oh,
gonna go on forever.
oh
Won't it be
no!
really sad for you if
If I
the
couldn't
maze?
exit. Oh, the maze.
No, yeah, the maze would be
Speed
worse.
Circuit. This is just
If
one of
they
those.
hadn't done the tail one, I would have been
You
okay.
would have been in it. Yep. That's one of your kryptonites.
Yeah.
Do you like that one better than the STD?
Oh,
About the same. Pikachu.
maybe about the same, but I don't fully understand the STD one either. I guess you just want to be on the team with the least. This one looks different.
Yeah.
I thought it was another track one. This has 2 laps in it. Maybe this is from like season 1.
Well, if you want to learn about STDs, you got to listen to more Savage Love with Dan Savage. I don't know if he still does that show.
Savage Love with Jan Savage.
I used to listen to that in college.
I was thinking,
No.
you used to watch it in college?
Oh, it was well, I think it was originally like a column in a magazine, but he did a podcast, Sex Advice.
Oh, wow. Was that helpful for you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very helpful. But that he started using the term STI when he was the only one I ever heard. So I was like, I guess I shall also call it that. I don't know why people are so upset about this.
Infection versus disease?
Mm-hmm. They're like, no, it's an STD, and now pretty much it's just become STD again. It's like the Brontosaurus of the medical world. Come on, hit it. Ah! Oh, I made it. I swear I'm just coasting through.
What was I going to say? Oh, you could also watch It Follows.
Oh, that's right. Micah Monroe. That picture you sent me to see if it was Micah Monroe, it barely looked like her. I don't know if she's just grown up so much in the past. One.
Wow.
This is terrible.
I know it's going to be like 13 things to go.
Maybe I should just quit. Unless this is the last one, I think I'll just quit. Yeah.
Frantic. Oh, gosh.
Well, I might just not even make it. I'll be the one guy eliminated. I'm not going to find out. Quit. Okay, that was crazy.
So don't do that again?
Yes. Unless your head's in the game.
Unless we both make it. That was not the issue.
Zac Efron. Are you going to see Beetlejuice 2?
Probably not in theaters.
Okay.
Save my monies.
Whoa, here's one on the 2X Chromosomes Reddit. Ladies, do you have wet dreams?
Whoa.
I would assume everybody does.
Is an XX asking that or an XY?
Looks like X. I'm 21F.
Oh, okay.
I've had wet dreams since I began puberty. Wow.
Wow.
Definitely started later for me. Oh, count the fruit. See, I wasn't even
wondering if she was the only one.
I guess. Okay, let's see. We got 1 grenade, 2 pairs. Oh, it's a shoving group.
Yeah.
Stop it, chameleon. Okay, what do we got? 1 grenade.
1. Oh gosh.
Ooh, people getting pushed.
Well, I can't wait to hear what you say. 1.
Yes.
2. 2 green things?
I got another one. I got 3, I think.
3 green things?
Yeah.
So how many bananas?
2?
Really?
3.
I thought I saw 3.
Yeah,
And then a
there's 3.
coconut?
Yeah, then a coconut.
3, 3, and 1?
Yeah. But if it's 2,
Probably
then
gonna be
obviously
1
that's
maybe?
gonna be green.
Oh yeah. What does it say? 1.
1.
Ooh boy. Scared.
Stop it. Stop it. No!
You get pushed in the slime?
Almost. They're going for it.
Oh
my
dear.
gosh.
I got knocked out. 1, 2, 3 dragon fruit?
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3
1, 2,
bananas.
4 bananas?
4 bananas? Okay.
I saw you one bouncing. And then what?
2 green?
2 green? Okay.
So 3, 4, 2. Four.
Four.
Bananas.
Banana.
Banana. We made it.
Yay!
Okay, here we go. Oh. I've had wet dreams since I began puberty. I have them often too, probably on average once every 2 weeks. I usually have more if I haven't masturbated or had sex in a while. The thing is, while growing up, I would Google if it was normal to have wet dreams as a girl, and I never found anything. Or if I did find something, it usually said it's not common among women. One time, though, I looked it up on Yahoo Answers when I was like 13, lol, and I remember one person said maybe it's normal for hypersexual whores. Ever since then, I've always felt weird and disgusting for having a lot of these dreams, like it is something only for boys and I'm dysfunctional somehow. I wanted to know if any of you have also had these dreams, maybe I'll feel less weird. Okay, we'll look at those answers next.
Yeah, that's too bad.
The thing about wet dreams is that they're just so arbitrary. I mean, they have nothing to do with what is usually sexually stimulating, at least in my experience.
Yeah, it isn't because I think we're conditioned to believe that what you're dreaming about, it defines who you are as a human, kind
Right.
of. Which it could be really, like, that could really mess somebody up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do. I think the psyche is just really weird.
Yeah. Well, it can definitely be confusing and also inconvenient.
Well, good thing it's a dream, so unless your pals are staying with you, named Stella and Donovan, it hopefully isn't too inconvenient.
You don't remember that one time late at night you saw me dealing with something? And I said, this is a dream.
Oh, late at night. Thankfully no. Thankfully no. I mean, I was pretty tired, as you are aware. By the end of the night, I just went to sleep. But remember, we will be separated by a thin door.
Thin door. That'll be the name of this chapter of my memoir, The Thin Door.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's see. Nessa Sola says, this is a half hour ago, I'm half a generation older than you. I can say, wow, who measures like that? I can say that all the messaging I read growing up was, did you know? Tons of women have wet dreams somewhat regularly. This was from magazines and trivia sources and quirky news articles. Denial of women's sexuality is nothing new to society, nor is lack of education, but it's here in heartbreaking volume today. Generally speaking, if you have a sexual thought or emotion, that experience is probably common to swathes of women and men. It's also almost certainly nothing to be ashamed of. The big voice silencing women's sexuality is primarily coming from guys so blind and ignorant we can practically be offended ourselves that our own charitable desire to consider different opinions spares them any time of day at all. What do you think about that?
Very interesting.
Wow.
I mean, I agree that a lot of the negativity is coming from,
Yeah, male manufactured.
Yeah, saying you shouldn't be thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
It's a battle of wits, is it? I wonder if this is a viable strategy.
I don't know.
Oh! Apparently not. Maybe it threw us shorter.
Maybe. Yeah, it seems like... Gravity.
This Chinese dragon. Gravity. Somebody else gravity. That's not right.
That is interesting, though, because she's... the original poster is connecting her... like previous sexual activities to having, but it's not like she was having sex at 14.
Right.
But then that also, like, I wonder what sort of discussions are had then with children. I get, like, you know, that this might happen, but it's normal.
Yeah, I certainly never had that conversation with anyone.
Oh, the first gentleman. He did not speak to you.
Nope.
Of nocturnal emissions.
I don't. He doesn't think that he ever gave the talk, and I don't remember it. So I'm thinking we never we never spoke about any of it,
Maybe. Golly.
which would explain a
Like,
lot.
it would explain a lot of what questions?
Yeah, just like my inability to know anything about sex for like most of my
Oh dear, oh
well,
dear.
most of my life,
What
I
it,
guess.
what would happen if you asked him now?
I don't know. I don't know if he'd be up for that. I think that'd be a little weird.
Next time I come over, George,
it was,
it's
it
time
was
that we have a talk. Birds and the bees.
yeah. I did feel like it was unfortunate because it's like, well, what is your alternative to learn anything about sex if, like, the internet is sort of like a wasteland and health class is not really. It's more about like, oh, what did we talk about in health class? My God, we had like the same teacher every year, and she was like a lot different, as you might expect from a health teacher.
So no sex ed?
Nope.
Interesting.
Actually, in eighth grade, our health class was taught by one of the gym teachers, Miss Savastos, and
What
one
do you
the other
think
gym
about?
teacher. Yeah, that was interesting. She taught us about brushing your tongue. That was something you'd have to do. You died.
Yeah.
She was paired up with another gym teacher, Mrs. S. something, and I remember her because in I think the fifth grade, she said that she could beat us all up. There was no amount of kids that could overwhelm her. I just remember we had this conversation. Well, she had the conversation with the class for like a long time, and it was very funny.
Wow.
It's just me and this guy.
Good luck.
Thank
Here
you.
for the squad. You have
Oof.
3 minutes to hold out.
That's a long time.
It
One
is
of
a
us is
long
gonna have to
time.
screw up. Ugh. And it's gonna be me, I think. Much like in sync. Up, 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 up. No!
Oh,
No!
Harry, right into the
Oh,
hole.
right into the
Right
hole.
into the hole.
I let it
It
go
was a good
to
shot. You're so
thank you.
close.
Death by Disco and Oh Fairy in Six.
Okay. Oh
Let's
man,
see what
you're a poor
else.
player.
Yeah,
I'm offended by that name.
that's how you call them. Trickery 809 says, "Yep, and they're great. Absolutely nothing wrong with it." Nurse Hamp says, "Yes, not often, but when they hit in all caps." Wow. I've woken up to find myself humping the void more than once. Beats sleepwalking, I guess. I never really looked into the JD Vance couch thing because of it. That's just so disgusting. I can't even bring myself to Google it. But I assume that's what it's about.
I've not heard of what that is.
Oh,
What's the
right.
context?
Apparent people are saying that he had sexual relations with a couch. That's like the meme, I guess. And I don't know
As
where
an
it comes
adult?
from. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah,
all I know.
yeah. That's wow. Yeah, what is the context? You don't know it, but like I would just wonder like where's the context coming from?
Right. Well, like sometimes it'll be
Um,
like a picture of him and his wife sitting on a couch, and people will be like, "Oh, my favorite throuple."
Interesting. Let's see. Pull up the incognito tab.
You scrubbed this from your internet history.
JD Vance couch. Political jokes. Okay. Oh, he made a reference.
Oh,
I'll
it
go to
started with him.
NPR. It seems like it. Joke on post. Da, 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 da. A joke post on the social media platform. We don't want to leave. It's taking a long time. Plus, I
It's a
thought that
dub.
I had clicked groups or squads. I guess I didn't. Okay. Um. Okay. The episode is an example of the ease with which falsehoods framed as jokes can take off in our current information environment and points to the limits of X's current content moderation policies when it comes to slowing the spread of false information. The false rumor began after an X user made up that Vance's 2016 memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, included a passage about having sex with a, quote, inside-out latex glove shoved between two couch cushions. End quote. There's no such mention in Vance's book, but the joke, which was posted on July 15th, included a fake citation with page numbers. We need many to believe, and then I had to stop.
Uh, I do think it's quite poetic justice that misinformation is being used against Republicans for like the first time in 10 years. And it's glorious.
Oh, I did see a short snippet that he said that politicians specifically, without children, are more likely to like have sociopathic tendencies. And I'm like, oh my gosh, so this whole thing is like not coming out of the blue because that was in the past.
Well, if I'm any indication, I would say he's correct on that point.
Whoa. An authentic anecdote. The Associated Press published a debunk of the rumor about Vance. Initially headlined, "No, J.D. Vance did not have sex with the couch." But that only fanned the flames as users shared screenshots of the article, widening the joke's reach. So did the news organization's later decision to remove the article from its website after saying that it had not gone through the standard editing process.
Yeah, right.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's amazing.
Vance's critics online continued to share the rumor even as it became clear it wasn't true. Quote, even if they acknowledge deep down that this is not an empirical fact, it's kind of fun to talk about, said an associate professor of media innovation and technology at Northeastern.
Wow. That's not a bad school.
So there you go.
I mean,
Does that answer your question?
Yes, more thoroughly than I would have hoped. I mean, given like what brings down the average politician in the midst of a campaign, I think this is fairly par for the course.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Terrible. What terrible people. Okay, I could use a light here. Hello. Ooh, I lucked into one. Oh, and another. My carping and moaning.
You're popping.
I just forwarded an email from the Boston Globe, of which I do not have a subscription, but it was about Boston accents in movies.
You forwarded it to me?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
It's not the full article, it's just like a preview, but maybe that'll inspire you to get a subscription.
To the Boston Globe?
To the Boston Globe.
I was thinking like, oh, I'm of a certain age, I should probably get like the New York Times and read headlines every day to be more up to date.
At least the Sun, the Baltimore Sun.
Oh, true. Yeah, I was talking about with my predecessor, because I was asking like, oh, what's the standard kind of oh my gosh, what's happening here, of politics? And, should we keep, because my previous school, they were very much about the children should not know your affiliation. Yeah. Which is fine. Like, it seems like, even teachers couldn't really tell what my, affiliation, they just didn't talk about anything. But, she told me, like, way back, I guess 2016, there's this huge thing that over 2 years they lost 55 faculty members.
Why?
Because of the 2016 election and stuff that went down.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So they had I guess the head of the school at the time, he had he maybe emailed, I guess, and said that there's a meeting space for people who are in pain, I guess. That was what she said. And other people were offended by this.
Of course.
And
that's our president.
I know. And then it just, I guess a whole swath of 5th grade teachers left. That were you're on the wrong lane, brother.
Me?
No, this other.
I did mine perfectly. Oh, you guys. Yeah. This is a one-man job.
Yeah. What's going on?
Just
almost
there. Almost there. Don't mess up mine. No, what's happening? Okay.
Yours get messed up. No, there are too many over here.
Yeah.
No, what?
Stop
are
it.
They
a saboteur?
Happening? It's just those 3. Please, yes.
Nope, that's
No!
not this one.
Okay.
We're almost gonna make it. Almost. No, can't you see? Can't you see the board? Are you playing this game backwards?
I don't know. The child. I want to grab him off the board.
Looks like
Dinosaur
purple's trying.
Purple's trying is this person. I will
Okay.
hold you.
I will hold you.
But anyways, yeah. And I guess the head ended up having a nervous breakdown.
Wow.
It just, yeah, started out of control. But then she was telling me, like, that around that time, Baltimore had gone through some troubles in, like, 2016. Like, there were riots.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I had no idea of these past. Yeah. I wonder what it was like to live at that time.
Well, you can also watch We Own This City, which covers some of those riots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's John Bernthal. Very good performance as a corrupt cop.
Is this one?
I think we got too many on this side? No.
One,
What are we
two,
missing?
three. I think it is this one, but not this one. Oh, no. Because isn't it 1, 2, 3?
I don't know.
1, 2.
That looks...
And
Oh,
then
I see
1.
it.
Oh, dear.
No? Ah, there we
looks
go.
right,
We
yeah.
still have 2 more. Brutal.
Is this one? 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4. Remember that song from the Apple commercial? No!
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. 5, 6, 7. Oh, oh, oh.
That's a great song. There was a time in my life where all the music I would download onto my iPod came from TV commercials.
Yeah, well, that's how they get ya.
There's a really good one. I think it was called Under the Milky Way. It was Sia, I think.
Oh, really?
It was like a Lexus commercial. That's a great song.
And that one, Maria Hill, that was like all the rage for a long time.
Oh, I don't know if I know that one. Maria Hill from the Avengers.
I think it was because they combined Harold Hill and I thought it was called Maria Hill. Maria Hill Band? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Marion Hill.
Oh, well, I don't know that either.
Let's see what song it was. Down, is it? Yeah, are you down, down, down? Do you remember?
I don't know. I remember the Coldplay one. Oh.
Didn't even really wanna go. If you get me out, you get a show. There's so many bodies on the floor. Maybe we should go and are you down, get it down, down, get it down?
Familiar, no?
No, I missed this one, I guess.
And then Sia said Milky Way. Under the Milky Way. Oh, well, I have to play that later. Plus, you can only do like 30 seconds or else YouTube might ban us.
Yeah, that's true. We'd fight it, though.
Wait. Any
Oh.
political intrigues?
Do I have a
There's a
political intrigue?
TMZ documentary about the almost assassination.
Yeah, I almost feel bad because like that's completely out of the news cycle. Nobody cares about that anymore. But it's TMZ, so who cares? Oh.
Do you think Grace, as a childish dog lady, feels like she's safe from attack?
Safe from attack?
Yeah, because it's only the childless dog ladies that were told they couldn't vote.
Oh.
childless cat ladies couldn't vote, so she's childless dog
Dog
lady,
lady.
so she's kind of safe.
I mean, she does feel a bit of stigma about not having children. I think just because it's so expected and she always fields questions about it. But yeah, I
understand that.
can't imagine she's too happy with our prospective vice president. Remember, kids, register to vote.
Oh yeah.
And then vote for me. Write in.
Oh yeah, that's
Mm-hmm. And of course, I don't remember which commercial it was, but there was Daylight by Matt and Kim.
Oh, yeah. There's
You remember
another
this one?
I do remember Daylight.
I remember when that showed up on an episode of Community. I was like, of course this song would be in this show. Oh, come on. Oh, this one. Uh-oh.
The Matchy Matchy.
I never survived more than like seconds in this game.
At least there's not a rotating
Yeah,
spindle.
that's good.
That's positive.
Look at this penguin.
Do you think we were supposed to get it?
Somebody's got it. Okay, I'm on a grape. See apples. And apples. What's it gonna be? Apple. Get away from me, Mechagodzilla.
Ooh.
Everybody's cool. Banana R.
I'm gonna have to move it if I have. What is it? Oh, a banana. I think you're on one, aren't you?
Yay! I'm so smart. Oof.
Wicked smart, yo, wicked pisser.
Never really found out what that meant. Oh, cherry, like Pac-Man. I don't think I'm gonna get this one. My brain turned off. Banana.
Bananas.
Which one was
Weren't
that?
you on a banana?
Was I again? Oh,
Uh-oh.
thank
Yeah.
goodness. Good. I mean good. Oh, okay.
Oh, we made it.
Mm,
You did better. Look at you.
look at me. Maybe the rotating thing was really throwing off my game. Luda, I'm at the top of my game. Just like me.
Do you think Donald J is going to agree to a
A debate?
yeah.
Looks, the last I heard is that he wants it to be on Fox News.
Oh,
Yeah. So I don't know what Team Kamala's gonna, how they're gonna respond.
they could just say that they want a mediator from CNN then, won't they?
Oh, that's true.
That'd be even Stevens.
Because it worked out so well last time. Our boy Joe. It's kind of funny though. I mean, after that debate, we were all so depressed. But it's, if Kamala's elected president, it's going to be like the best thing that ever happened. That disastrous, considered the worst presidential debate in history. And Donald Trump was involved, and he was not the reason why it was the worst. Ah! I got one, finally.
Just
Get away from me.
running
Get away.
around.
No! No! Oh, this is terrible. Oh, I got it. Oh! No!
Oh,
Ah!
let's see. Michael Bay upcoming movies.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Come on. Oh, no!
You didn't make
I
it?
was so close, but I was faffing about. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Did you already make it? What happened?
No, I was the fourth eliminated from the Kraken.
Oh, it's weird. It looks like there are groups though. Okay, then I will exit. Did you find what Michael Bay is working on?
No, I couldn't tell. I'm not sure. I wish I could remember what the I mean, there was a Collider article from your previous place of business.
Ugh. Surely it isn't the new Transformers cartoon.
No.
Transformers 1. People 0.
They're producing documentaries as his next project
Oh,
for
interesting.
Discovery.
Huh.
Yeah. Not sure.
I'm very disappointed.
Sorry.
I sorry.
Sorry, I can't remember that one reel. Maybe it'll come to me.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're gonna get a special popcorn bucket?
Man. I mean, we are true fans. I'd say, I consider it more than the sandworm.
Well, the sandworm looks like your hand would get stuck.
Yeah.
It'd be you couldn't even pull any popcorn out, I would say.
Well, I guess I'm still not sure about this one in terms of it seems to be designed to pour butter onto your lap, which I definitely would not want.
I still think that was just them adding saliva so it would look like yeah, what goes down
I see.
the chinny chin chin of the xenomorph. Wow, I've never used this hammer before. You think it works? Let's see. What? No.
Whoa! Oh
That didn't,
no.
yeah.
He came down hard,
Yeah.
like Neo when he tried the first jump.
Someone, I read a good line in a romance novel recently. It was, that they fell so hard, their heart got a concussion.
Oh.
And I was like, I mean, kudos for being original.
Wow,
Oh
I
my
should
gosh,
use
I'm
that.
having a terrible time. Please.
Please.
Okay.
Almost
And
there. Yay!
I was scared.
Find Benny. Where's Benny? What happened to Benny? Lord Zariel. Aw.
Are you Are you gonna be a psychopath and stare ahead, straight ahead at the seat in front of you with no music so
I
nobody
mean,
sits next to you?
at least on a train, there are, at least in my experience, my limited experience, there have been more open seats. But with my luck, yeah, I might have to resort to the staring method,
Oh dear, oh dear.
just like David Puddy in Seinfeld.
You know, I will say that I remember there were a couple times I said it. I haven't heard anything from your family. I think I'm off the hook. And then I got a text that said, gift ideas? I'm like, no.
Yeah, I spoke to the mayor on the phone a couple of days ago, probably it's that day, and she was like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I just thought she meant like in general, like, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "I don't know." And she said, "Okay, well, I'll talk to Stella." Like this is something normal.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I mean, even at the age of 31, my family still doesn't know what I like. And it's pretty easy because I mean I'm a nerd. Nerd is like the most mainstream thing.
Oh my. I don't know. I guess maybe they think you have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well that's definitely true. But I don't have a Nintendo Switch.
No. But you will, maybe you'll get some games
Maybe.
randomly. You'll just stare at
Yep.
the cartridges, like, oh, that would be fun to play one day.
I do have some. I have oh no, a copy of Metroid: Samus Returns for the Nintendo 3DS, and I never opened it because I assumed that it's gonna be expensive or it's gonna be a collector's item. So I didn't
No.
make that.
Did you get eliminated too?
Yeah. I don't
Man,
know
I
what
was just on
happened.
a trapeze. I was so close.
That's usually a gimme.
Well,
So,
I gave multiple options, so you don't really know what you're gonna get.
okay. There'll be some surprise still.
Some surprise,
You'll
yes.
be like, ooh. Yeah, there's nothing more embarrassing, I think, than opening presents. Uh,
That you know what you're gonna get. Well, I did
no, just in
also
general.
beyond. I was like, there is an expensive DVD he would like,
Oh,
but she didn't
Godzilla
ask.
minus one.
Yeah, but but she didn't ask for follow up on that, so I don't think you're gonna get it. Plus, when I looked into it, I was like looking at it, and then I had to go back into our chat
Mm-hmm.
to figure out because I remember you were a bit on the fence about it anyways. I was like, oh, I wonder if he actually wants it though. But it did say that the menus were in English and that it
Yeah.
gave like multiple. I mean, it's like a 4 disc version, so there are like so many options. But I don't think you're gonna get it because
That's okay.
he did not ask follow-up questions. This is the fourth anniversary, so we'll see how far we go.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll give it a go.
Um, what I had read is that the last disc, which was like bonus features, didn't have English translations. So
Oh, I see.
to me,
Okay.
that's a non-starter.
I,
Oh, starting with a good one, I see.
oh.
um, I have been mulling over how to get the mayor to watch Godzilla minus one because I think she'd like it.
Oh, so that's a
But
time travel film
yes,
in her definition.
yes, which I think every movie is a time travel movie in her definition, except for Fever Pitch. Um, but I just don't know how because she's not going to want to watch a Godzilla movie.
Well, isn't your birthday the best time to do it?
I guess so. Um,
Because it's on Netflix right now, isn't it?
yeah, which is crazy
I
because
mean,
I
just
was
pull a guilt trip. Yes?
it's my birthday. Um, I watched about half of it when it first came out on Netflix, and I think what I really like is watching with other people because I actually watch a lot of reaction videos of it, which I haven't done since like Squid Game and before that The Last of Us. Um, and are we gonna make it? Ooh,
Did you get there?
I got there.
The jumping really does help.
Yeah, I think I have to do that. Look at this guy with a pot on his head. But the the reaction video I watched today, they were getting very emotional, so I was also getting very emotional. So it was kind of like seeing it for the first time, almost. But man, that reaction videos on YouTube, that is a racket, man. That's some crazy content to make.
I sometimes, well, I would say like the majority of the time, don't believe them because I feel like are any of them authentic first time watching reaction videos?
Yeah.
Or did you watch them and know which parts would be the best time to film your reaction?
Hmm.
But
Always good to be suspicious.
yeah, indeed.
Yeah, I watched a whole series of, I think it was like teenagers reacting to The Last of Us, and it was like the whole game. I can't believe I watched that, but that's just how into it I was.
Were they crying?
Yeah, yeah. I was crying. That was a good game.
It was.
But nobody knows that, do they? It's so underrated.
We just know about the film.
Mm-hmm. Jeez, we only gotta get 4. Somebody already qualified. Oh, because they went through a cold hoop. Oh!
Probably.
No!
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Okay, we got 1. Oh! Just wiped out big time.
Woo!
Thanks, buddy. Oh! No! Come on, ring.
One ring to rule them all, as they say.
1 ring to bind them.
You think so?
Isn't that the next line? I only know that because of Clerks 2. The infamous Star Wars versus Lord of the Rings debate.
Oh.
There was only one return, and it was of the Jedi.
That's interesting.
Here we go!
Someone got the gold.
Wait, why are you still... Oh, we're not on a team.
No.
I was really confused.
All by our alone. So. Oh, here's one. No,
You got it.
I was scared. Could this be it? Please.
No! A little higher. There you go. Yes!
Yes!
You're the last one in.
Whoa.
By the skin of your chinny chin chin. That's not what that means.
I think that's hair. By the hair.
Oh, by the
on my
hair
chin,
of
by
your
the
chin.
skin of my
chin,
teeth.
chin.
Yeah.
Oh, I just combined them. I made a fun new little thing. Tundra Run.
Tundra Run. Oh, boy.
Let's see, anything else? We covered the Olympics. Covered Wet Dreams. Which is
Yeah.
gonna be
Oh,
the name of this
I
stream.
want to say something. I was Googling about vasectomies. Because the whole scandal with male birth control. Did you hear about this?
No.
So they were going through trials of male birth control, and they ceased the trials because, cue the female rage, men were getting the same symptoms as women have been getting for years, but on their birth control, and so they're like, we can't go through with this.
Oh my god, what are the
And I
symptoms?
thought, like bloating, fatigue, irritability. I think someone did, well, this is hearsay because I don't know how much I trust Reddit, but somebody did say that someone committed suicide. So suicidal thoughts. So basically all the, things that actually happened. Soreness, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So they cease and desist. So I was just looking into like vasectomies and like how, oh my gosh, how, I don't know, difficult is it? Like if we were to compare things of like condoms, birth control, tubes tied, and vasectomies.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically like everyone on that Reddit was saying how like vasectomies are no big deal compared to Like, there's no reason why someone would complain about it, because, like, I get getting tubes tied is, like, completely invasive. It's like an actual surgery.
Yeah.
But the vasectomy, you're like, I think it's under an hour. You're out. It's outpatient. You're sore for maybe a couple of days. It's like all of this stuff, and so there's really no reason.
Wow.
And then someone shockingly said that the birth control, if they were to go through female birth control, if they were to go through trials now, that it probably would never pass because of how bad it
Oh,
is, but
yeah.
it's been grandfathered in so that it'll probably not change. And then there are like subtopics of women who tried to get their tubes tied and like were running up against red tape, like doctors refusing to do it unless like the husband gave permission
Oh my God.
or like that they've had children already. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what, like, just let the person get the tubes tied. So
That's
that
the
was the whole
life of a
thing. But
woman.
that reminded me, I thought, oh, that would be definitely one of those topics that you would find of female rage.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, even just the term "getting your tubes tied" is just sounds so, uh, yeah, invasive. Really.
Yeah, tube litigation even is that, or litigation is, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
There's a
Yeah,
great.
because I was,
Hmm.
what?
No, you go.
Well, I was just wondering, like, I wonder how, like, what if you had a romantic partner and they didn't want to use condoms, but you
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to use birth control because of the side effects? I mean, could you just ask them, well, like, why don't you go get a vasectomy?
Oh.
You know, or if you're dating someone who doesn't want children, why does it have to be my responsibility?
Right.
Can't you go get a vasectomy? So I was just wondering about that. Like, can you have discussions with your partners and be like, well, what do you think about getting a vasectomy?
Mm-hmm. That's when he
And now
stops
I
being a
think
nice
it's
guy.
not, I think it's realistic because it's like, well, if it's not invasive, then really there's no reason why you can't. I guess as long as your insurance covers it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yes, what were you going to say?
There's a great moment in The Office where Steve Carell is talking about having kids with his kind of toxic girlfriend Jan, and he's like, because he's
Oh,
always wanted kids, and he's like, remember when you said you didn't want kids, so I got a vasectomy, and then you said you did want kids, so I got a reverse snip snap snip snap. Do you have any idea the physical toll that 5 vasectomies has on a person?
oh my
Oh man,
gosh.
that was great.
Snip, snap, snip, snap. I'm
Snip
pretty
snap
sure
snip snap. There's no
Donovan
snipping.
mentioned that on, no, I think Donovan mentioned that particular
Oh
scene
yeah.
on Super Special.
That was one of his toxic pairings.
Yep.
That's a good
That he
one.
loves to hate
Yep.
or hates to love. Yeah. That's interesting. I guess I just worry because of how, like, the trajectory of where things are. I'm like, don't know if I need to go out of my way to do something, you know, to be
Mm,
guarded against losing all freedom. Like, what do I have to do?
right. You gotta get your gun back. That's for starters.
Oh gosh, man. I asked one of my friends because they get the IUD, and I feel like that's invasive. Now, some people have a lovely time with a gynecologist. That's not my
Mm.
experience. But with IUDs, again, some people have fine times, and then other people, it's like super pain. They're crying through it
Ah.
because there's like no pain medication given or anything. It's, yeah.
Okay.
So I wondered why they went that route, which those are taken out every 5 years, versus the Nexplanon, which is like an implant that goes in your arm,
Hmm.
and that's every 3 years, I think.
In your
And I
arm.
guess
Wow.
they, yeah, but it always scared me, the commercials, because they're like, always feel for it, because if you don't, you need to go
Oh my
like to the
god.
doctor. I'm like, oh my gosh, are they gonna like carve up your arm to take it out? I also don't know, like, does it disappear? Like, where does it go after the 3 years for you to get a
Right.
new one?
How
I don't know. But I
conspicuous
was,
is.
yeah, yeah. You know, looking at like percentage of success rates, and then the scary thing also is if you're like on birth control, depending on some of them, it might cease your cycle. And so on the off chance, though it does happen, that you get pregnant, you wouldn't know for a while
Oh.
because you wouldn't have your cycle anyways, and so it'd be like a Peggy sort of situation where you were pregnant, you had no idea.
Hmm.
But
Man.
yeah, it's just a lot. They got to go through a lot, so that's what I'm saying. Just a vasectomy is like way less hassle
Mm-hmm.
than all of this.
But it's not gonna happen.
Oh, well, I can't get one, but I'll ask my future partner. Are you
Yeah.
willing to get a vasectomy?
I
That
mean,
should be one of my,
your
like, on the
questions.
dating profile. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Like the conservative men looking for a fertile woman, looking for an infertile man.
Well, if you find one, you'd make that guy's day, I think.
Well, still, yeah, I know. Still, people are like, don't read the profile. So I see people who have children or who want children. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
There was one thing I was reading on Reddit about dating profiles, about how guys basically just put in no effort, and they use all dating apps as like hookup sites rather than for
Oh,
relationships, which
yikes.
tracks certainly, but that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
So no one is better than the other, you think?
Yeah, that's the sense that I'm getting. Maybe it's just because people who have a bad experience on a dating site are the ones who post about it. But then there's all this stuff about, like, our dating sites using the algorithm to kind of mess with you because they want you to stay on for as long as possible. Who knows?
Oh, interesting. Even though Hinge is the one that's designed to be deleted.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, that's his catchphrase is like the app. Yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
want you to delete it, but yeah, who knows?
I haven't yet.
I wonder what the dating pool is like in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I guess we could do that while you're here. We'll create a little profile for you.
I always thought that would be a fun thing to do, but the problem then is that I'd have a dating profile.
Ah, well,
Oh, why are we going so slowly? Oh,
I also wondered this.
it's like it's going backwards, but now it's
I don't
going
think it's
forward.
moving at all.
Oh,
I don't think.
mine eye deceives me. I think it's throwing a lot of people off.
Yeah, they're used to the spinning. Is there a fan here?
Yes, but it's also moving slowly, question mark?
Yeah, I'm used to racing through the Swivela. Maybe this is season 1 Swivela.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! You make it?
I made it. A few people got knocked out, though. Like 5-ish. Coming
How many
down
are
to it.
remaining? Whoa!
Big round, big round. Big man.
Big man, big
man.
Space race?
Space race.
I don't know. Navigate the obstacles and race. Okay.
Who do you think won the space race?
Russia.
Russia? How could you say
Or
that?
that thing.
Are you a communist? Or that thing? Oh, the creature?
The creature won.
Calvin.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
think
thought
I've
that
done
was
this.
worse than hearing him referred to as Calvin the entire time. I thought that was worse than The Last of Us Part 2.
In terms of a bleak ending?
No, in terms of personifying
Oh.
a thing or entity. Since we know you didn't like that particular thing.
No, I thought that was pretty cheesy. But hopefully
And the
they do
developers
another
are
show.
so excited about it.
I know. Well, that's pretty sophisticated. I'm not gonna say that. It weren't. Oh no! Space! Okay. Oof.
Oh, oh dear, oh dear.
It's been a while since I've had The Last of Us in my life. I guess it's only been like a year since we watched that show.
Oh, I'm right with ya.
Ah!
My brother, no,
I-
what happened to you?
I don't know, I just dropped right down. I lost my nerve.
In the crevice. Oh,
In
there's
the
a dingleberry.
Oh. You know how much I like those.
Oh, don't we all?
Don't we all? Oh, whoa. Chill, tube.
Oh wow, this is nuts.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, that worked. No. No. Bring me back down to earth. Like
Ooh,
Will
I
Smith.
qualified.
Am I going to?
Yes, that's the last part.
Oh.
You made it.
Yeah, I made it.
Manny the Hobbit.
I sent you that other clip of Big Man I found.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, we talked about what you might be doing. So you'll wake up on your birthday, which is on a Monday this year.
Yes.
And, oh, do you think it'll be on your birthday or the weekend?
What?
Your birthday celebration.
We are going on Sunday, so it'll be Maggie's special day. Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it'll be a joint celebration?
Yes.
Okay. Whose favorite foods will be eaten? Oh, well, you said you're going to the restaurant.
Yeah. I don't know
Okay.
if she's a big fan of that restaurant. But it's like the fanciest place that we have, so.
Well, we know Tiger Ramen is out.
I know. It's so sad. I guess it's good we had the chicken instead that fateful night.
Yes. Yummy, delicious chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I always choose fellowship over not fellowship.
What is fellowship?
Well, because your dad was making the food and he was going to be there, so I thought, oh.
I see.
So I kind of would have felt bad if you had not,
Mm-hmm.
if we had left him on his own.
Yeah, that was my concern also. But that was like the last thing we had planned. We planned for it. Looks like we got a comment on our stream.
What do you think it's about? Menstruation?
Yeah, well, could you guys stop talking about
I don't tune in here for women's rights.
Cyberk2 says hi.
Oh, hi!
Let's see, share video. I guess I'll, Instagram, text, I guess. No, copy link. Wait, did we all make it?
I think one person dropped.
Okay.
Oh, thin ice, final round.
Wow. I
Can't
know.
believe we should have counted how many rounds we went through.
I know. That would have been.
Yours seemed interminable.
Indeed. Mostly because it was without you.
Oh! I guess your big celebration will be when you come to visit. We'll be doing all sorts of things.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait.
Are you excited about the aquarium, or are you going to say something insulting like last time when you said that's kid stuff?
I'm gonna find the first aquarium employee and say, "Excuse me, don't you know this is for kids?"
Oh, it'll probably be at the shark petting tank or something. I'm going to pet this shark, but I'm not going to like it.
It's like the infamous drill tweet when he's like, I say, this whole thing smacks of gender as I'm flipping over the grill at my uncle's barbecue.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. But yes, that'll be fun. And if we like Alien, we have enough time to see it again.
Oh my gosh. Do you think you'd see it twice in one weekend?
No, probably not. But I might, if it's good, I might see it again when I come back. I was thinking about that.
Don't we have plans? We have to chat. You said you wanted to talk to me before the movie. Later.
Yep. I'm gonna be in your face reporting.
Wow.
Now, Stella, what are your expectations for Alien Romulus? And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
well, what did you think? We're just out of the theater. We just saw Alien Romulus.
I just
Woo!
threw up. I will say, I had this slight, I don't know, like a like, ah!
Oh! Oh, that was quick.
Did we die at the
We
same
died
time?
at the same time.
Oh,
Gosh.
there was an like a little short from, I don't know who it was, but they were asking Fede Alvarez, which I feel like he's probably fielded this question 50 million times already, about him wanting to use practical effects.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess it must have been before that, but they were like scanning the characters, but actually before, I guess he was hanging out with the cast, and someone had the bright idea, I guess, to like, they told him like, let's go over to your house. And so he had like his generation, he was saying, is like, when I think of a gathering, it's like we're going to drink wine and listen to jazz. But with these, because they're like in their 20s, it was like we're going to drink and we're going to listen to loud music. And I was looking at all of them like, oh wow, they are like so young. And I was wondering how that will affect kind of the gravitas. Like, are they going to be immature and making dumb decisions compared to, because they probably have no science backgrounds,
Right.
compared to every other film we've had. While they have made dumb decisions, obviously, there's been some sort of like professionalism or link to that.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh gosh, this isn't going to be like dumb kids. This isn't, which I guess my initial issue when this was first announced, or unless it was a TV show, is this isn't going to be like Hellraiser, is it?
No.
Where it's
Kaylee's
like,
got a drug
oh,
problem.
what are these? Yeah. So I guess it just hit me how young the cast is.
Yeah.
So we'll
That's
keep an
funny.
open mind.
I guess the best case scenario is more like Yellow Jackets, where it's like petty jealousies can have like tragic consequences and things like that. Like that would be an
Yeah.
interesting angle. Ugh. I thought I was gonna bounce on that. But we will see.
We will see. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid anything and everything.
I know.
Right now, the only character I know gets it is the one that we see in the trailer.
Yeah.
Well, I guess two, because there's that guy.
Something in the
yeah.
wall.
But I don't know which guy that is, so
Right.
I'm blissfully unaware. Plus, I keep forgetting that the black guy is
He's a robot.
an android. Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Oh no.
Oh, squad, don't let me down.
We got top 50. I didn't let you down, coach. Promise I won't let you down. Campbell, don't ever say that. Oh, look at that cat wearing a tie. That's a good outfit.
I don't see it.
Oh. I wish I could point him out, but it's a different arrangement. Climb. Let's see what else has been going on.
Yeah, what else has been going on? You have an exciting life. Tell us more.
I do. I had a big event last week. I was at the optometrist.
Really?
Yeah, eye exam.
Yes, thank you.
That was it.
Oh, did you do the whole, is this better, the same, worse? Do you have to do that thing?
Yes, but it's funny because they only asked if it was better. I went into the slime.
Immediately?
Immediately. I made some bad
Jeez.
choices. Much
That was
like
a squad of one. Oh, the cinnamon
squad of
sticks.
one.
Did they shoot a puff of air in your eye?
Yes, and I said, please don't do that again.
Did you get a new prescription for your glasses?
Yes, slightly new, which is good because the past like 5 times I've gotten an eye exam, it's always been like, your eyes have gotten a lot worse.
Oh no.
And like there's some like line that we're seeing that's very troubling, so you might want to look out for that. It's basically like the dentist. My body is in revolt.
Jeez. It's because you didn't run that 5K with me.
Yeah. It's
Are you getting closer to Coke bottle status?
kind of.
Oh no.
I mean, my current glasses are fairly thick, but I was very close to getting an out, what is it, like a non-stylish pair of glasses, because the current style is like the thick frames, which once that goes out of style, it's gonna be brutal. Um, but I was looking at a pair that had the nubs that attach to your nose, because these things just slide on and off my face. Um, but the style was looking like the dad from the show Heroes. I don't know if you remember. I think it was the cheerleader's dad. I don't know. I never watched that show.
Oh.
But it was like those kinds of
Oh,
glasses.
yes. Yes, I do know who you're talking about.
Like Michael Douglas in Falling Down. So I would have looked like a psychopath, basically. Which would have been good for the train ride.
Oh, yes.
But ultimately, they were too big, I think. Like the lenses were too wide, so they had to go to the ones I already have, pretty much.
Oh no.
But that was very exciting.
How come, are we still in?
No, we died.
Why does it say out for now, waiting for level to end on my side?
Uh-oh. That could be a problem.
Yeah, I can't exit
Oh
at the moment. I'm
no.
watching somebody else's volleyball game.
I guess I should have stayed in.
Oh, yeah, what a tease there.
What a
Out for now.
tease. Cyber.
Yeah, so you'll have new glasses when I see you?
Possibly. I don't know. I would say maybe not.
Oh, I thought normally they make them right there.
Yeah, they said this one's gonna take maybe a couple of weeks or so.
Oh no.
Wow.
Okay.
It's a video that my dad sent to the family chat of babies crying, and then somebody puts cheese on their head and they stop crying.
Oh,
Have you seen that one?
I haven't seen it, but I mean, I don't watch baby videos, but I did see someone put, yeah, like an American slice on someone's head. What does
And
it do?
like,
Calm them
this
down?
isn't cheese. Yeah, it just stops them. Stops them in their tracks.
Why don't you try it with your distant cousin?
I could try that. I don't keep a lot of cheese on my person,
Oh,
but there's a first for everything.
okay, let's see if I can leave. Let me
Let me out.
Let me exit.
I've done nothing wrong.
Okay, whew.
Close one.
When is the big caravan trip happening? This summer? This coming summer?
That'll be
2025?
next April.
Oh, April.
The shoots head
Okay.
west, much like Fievel.
Somewhere.
That's gonna
Do
be
you
super
think the
busy.
family will survive?
I really don't know, and I'm pretty leery about any quote-unquote vacation where that's even remotely a question. But they all seem pretty gung-ho, so we'll find out. I'm sure it'll be fine. I ran into this conundrum a long time ago where, I spent my whole life trying to become a writer, and then one day I realized I don't have anything to write about because I've never really lived. Um, so it's good, it's good to get out.
Yeah. This will be like this could be a novella memoir.
Mm-hmm. It could. That time I got trapped under a rock and I had to eat beetles to stay alive.
Oh my gosh. Sure. Well, do you think I should check in on you in April? Or just wait until you get back? Just wait until you get back.
Yeah. I don't know how good cell phone reception's gonna be over there.
It's a whole week? Is that how long it is?
It might be even longer.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna
Well,
have to
you better
quit my
build up your
job.
PTO.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, seriously.
at the rate I'm going.
I like
Um,
how it was an all or nothing deal where like if one person says they're not
yeah,
going, the whole crew
it's
is not going.
ridiculous. I'm sure there's like some professional. Well, it's like a jury, I guess. They were. Ah, but yeah, that's pretty bad. Um,
I'm trapped. Oh
oh
no!
no.
So sad.
You have any trips planned for next year?
I'm so paranoid about this new job that I don't want to, like
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
plan ahead. I was even asking about like evaluations and like, okay, what sorts of things will like basically get you fired, and just to like assuage. Then I'm like, okay, well, I don't do that or that. I mean, I'm definitely going to Greece with the kids, and that's all
Oh,
I have
right.
planned right now. Yeah, I'd like to go to Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be maybe in the summer there, but
What do you like to see in Toronto?
there's this TV show. Did you make it?
I did,
Okay. There's
unfortunately.
this TV show called Turn. Did you hear of it? On
Turn
AMC?
Washington Spies?
That's correct. And there was a villain named Simcoe, or
Mm.
the Britons. And
Okay.
he's a devious man. He's pretty heartless guy. Might be a psychopath. And so my parents were like telling me about this guy and telling me to watch the show. I'm like, okay. And so
He's
then
the
I
reason.
did. And then, yeah, and then I like was like, oh, he is pretty terrible. But, so got a crush on him,
Oh
developed a
no.
crush on Simcoe. And so now I want to go visit, yeah, where he, I guess, retired or lived out the end of his days. There's a town and his grave, etc. But I also want to go see
The
Toronto. I hear
Niagara
is a
Falls.
fun time. But yes,
Wow. I gotta
oh,
say
the other side of Niagara, yeah.
that's the most convoluted reason I've ever heard anybody wanting to
I
go visit Toronto. I
well, at
never in
least
a
it
million
makes it
years.
interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
I quit, by the way. I didn't want to do some fruit.
Oh, okay.
Not on my
Well, because
lonesome.
there's no one to help you out.
No one to help me.
Yeah, and I guess, if I make it, if I feel like I, fit in this community, then I guess I'll start planning my England trip that I was betrayed twice by two people getting married. So
That was
just go
selfish.
on my own now. Yeah,
So I guess that way there's no possibility of betrayal
that's correct.
other than a flight mishap. You know, those airports are doing, or airlines are doing very bad. Very bad.
Oh, yeah.
But that'll be fun. You could go to Buckingham Palace, as they call it.
Buckingham.
You can go see James Bond.
James, but well, I mean, what? Good. Just look at the building that's MI6.
I don't know. You just find him. Just look
Find
for him.
him. I don't even know who it's gonna be. There are all these people.
I know. It's like so many white guys they're looking at throwing their names around. People also on the short list for Superman.
I guess we should plan. Well, I guess we'll have to wait, but maybe April 2026
6? Uh
we
huh.
can go to Seattle
Oh,
for spring break.
the long delayed,
The long delay, The Last of Us trip.
The Last of Us walking tour. I saw somebody was cast as like Nora, and I was like, I remember that name, but I don't remember who Nora was.
She was the one in the hospital.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That was like the first worst act that
Mm-hmm.
Ellie commits because she like beats her basically.
Yeah,
And you're
Ellie.
forced to hit the button
It
because it's like swing golf club or whatever. And it's like, but I don't want to swing the golf club.
was for Vengeance. Don't you care about Joel?
Gosh. I know, but yeah, man.
I know, it's very complicated.
It is really complicated, which is why I like that game so much, but
We'll
I know you and I
relitigate it
differ.
in 2026. Yep.
Yeah, we can go to the Neko Cat Cafe
Ooh.
and Bainbridge Island. We can see where the Seraphites, were holding out and then it burned down.
Yep. You still see the smoke, they say.
You want to go see where Frasier hangs out in the
Yep.
Space Needle, right?
I don't know if you ever went to the Space Needle. They didn't do a lot of outdoor filming. I don't even know if they filmed in Seattle. It's pretty much just the apartment and the cafe. Sherry Niles. So apparently Rachel Bloom is going to be in the new season of Frasier. It's interesting.
Do you think that they should be revitalizing these tales like Dexter First Blood?
Oh, they're doing it again. The next one's called Dexter Resurrection, if you can believe that. I think it's
So
time
he's
to.
coming back?
Oh, yeah.
So that's like Dexter season 7?
I have no earthly idea what they're doing. I mean, the original ran for 8 seasons, which was about 4, at least 4 too long. Uh-oh, hoverboard heroes.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Separates the men from the boys. I captioned a bit of a recent Frasier episode, and I will say that it's weird because it's basically the same show, but it just feels so outdated, obviously. There's just like nothing edgy or sophisticated about it. It's just like, okay, it's kind of funny, but it's very 90s. Wow, look at all these guys. They're like in a punk band or something.
It's like that rat. What's that? Donnie Darko?
Donnie Darko, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Meg Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty funny.
No. I've never seen that movie. I know it's a favorite among college students, that in Fight Club. Jeez. This is insane.
No!
No! Well, can we still make it, or?
Potentially, if you make it.
Bro-tentially. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's for the bros. Get out of here, Zamboni.
Oh.
I'm gonna wait for the hoverboard. Don't push me. Wait, is it coming? Okay. That was a mild panic.
Two times, a maintenance person on 2 different days came into my apartment because my upstairs neighbor AC was malfunctioning. Apparently, he had to go into my closet in order to fix it. And the first day, I was like, oh, I was going to go sit out by the pool. And then he comes in, and then I'm like, well,
Ruined
guess
your
I'm not going
plans.
to the pool. Yeah. And then when he came back the next day, I was like, oh my God.
What the heck? Oh, that was a close
That
one.
was lucky. He's coming, it's hoverboard right behind you. You see it?
Oh my god. This is so intense.
I know.
Well, did you strike up a relationship with the maintenance man?
No, he came in and said, you play guitar? And I said, no, that's like a Guitar Hero guitar. And then the second time he asked about my mural,
Uh-huh.
and I think that was it.
That's pretty funny. You play guitar. I guess that's a reasonable question to ask. That's a good icebreaker, but...
I guess it looks like a guitar.
Kind of... No!
How? Oh, you survived. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Do you think you were the last one standing?
Maybe, but I didn't make it, certainly.
Let's see who drops.
Wow.
Wow. Well,
Okay.
thank you.
I guess.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Donnie Darko and then the 2 royal people.
Wow. Roll off. Will I redeem myself?
Stay on for 5 minutes.
Wow.
Bum,
5
bum,
minutes.
Bum, 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 bum. Did
No.
you have a quinoa planned and now rescheduled?
Nope.
Okay.
I figure we would just kind of talk about the election again, because the last time we spoke, it was before, and we had ended by saying like, oh, X months is a long time, anything could happen, and then that was before the assassination attempt and
And
Joe Biden
before
stepping
him
down.
dropping
Yeah,
out. Oh yeah,
so
you really do need to talk about that.
yeah,
Was it also before JD Vance was
yeah.
announced?
So
And his
it was true.
childless cat lady?
Charles
And the
Kennedy.
whole we'll vote for the last time this election?
Oh my God, yeah. That's just one of them. And the National Alliance of Black Journalists interview, which was like, what was he thinking? What was
Oh,
he
I didn't
thinking?
hear about that.
Going straight into enemy territory? Yeah. I think that might have
I
been
don't know what.
scheduled before Kamala was the presumptive nominee, but it's wild.
Is it too late for Trump to get a new VP?
I think the window is closing, and I think it would be unprecedented, but obviously everything is unprecedented in this election.
Oh man, I slipped
No!
off. Yeah.
You gotta watch out, it's slippery.
I just wondered if he's like digging himself a hole.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, and I would be very disappointed if he does drop JD because he's been so effective at weighing down the campaign.
Yes. He's helping us by hurting
Yes,
them.
he's an ally.
Yeah.
Oof, close call.
Whoa. Yeah, you were like gliding on it. It's you and this thing. It's you and this thing.
And he's aggressive.
You got this. You have 3 minutes.
Oh no, I wanna be done.
Oh no. Oh no.
Stop doing that. No!
No.
Why punish the just?
Sometimes bad things happen to good people.
Oh. Report player.
Wow, and that Pinku was the one who was bullying me.
No, it
But
runs in the
oh
family.
well. That was a good one though.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, tomorrow's Sunday.
Sunday, yep.
What's on
I
the
think,
agenda?
yeah, Josh, as far as I know, is at this time in Washington, D.C. with his girlfriend and his girlfriend's children.
Oh, okay.
And I did not want to drive to D.C., but he's heading north up 95 anyways, so I said that I would meet him off of 95 because he's going to have to come past me anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'll see him tomorrow for a
nice luncheon.
yeah. They were leaving from Florida yesterday, and I guess the plan was at 8, and he called me at 2 p.m. and they had yet to leave.
Oh no.
And I guess it takes his girlfriend like an hour to get from where she is to him.
Mm-hmm.
So it was already going to be late, and their plan was to go to South Carolina. I guess they had a hotel, so they had to get to South Carolina.
Yeah.
And then I guess driving up to DC today and hitting some of the monuments, and then wrapping up tomorrow and moving. So I guess I'm just like on call, kind of waiting.
Yeah. Well, that's nice.
Yeah. So in the meantime, just translating some stuff, kind of doing like preparation, because the more I translate now, the less I'll have to do it like before. Then I can just like review what I have to translate. So that's always nice. But
exercises.
yeah, well, this is like actual Latin, like the poetry stuff. So I'm less confident about like going in and doing sight than I am pulling out a textbook and doing sight, because the textbooks are like, it shouldn't give me trouble. Besides, beyond vocabulary, maybe I haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm more focusing on that kind of stuff for my Latin 4 and 5, because I finally got it scheduled, which I had gone through, and I divided up by theme, and then the author associated with the theme, and then went through and like, okay, these are the poems I was going to do, and then I pulled out my calendar and started backwards because I know what I want to end with, and then went from the beginning to meet in the middle. and I realized like, oh, I don't have enough material. So then I was like finding more poems. So I think now I think it's good. Like there's definitely space and I don't have to rush. Maybe I would have to get filler potentially, but I think like for right now, it's a good like kind of a hamster course to see how does this work and then tweak it as I go. But
Interesting. Hamster.
yeah, yeah. Well, those are the bad thing about having four unique classes is that when usually I had like two, well, two of 1B, two of two, and then an AP. So if I did like Latin 1B and the lesson just didn't flow, I could immediately understand what I need to fix or like teach in a different way for the second one. But now it's just like, well, I'll teach Latin 1 and then I'll teach Latin 2 and then I'll teach Latin 3 and then I'll teach Latin 4 or 5 and and then I'll move on the next day. So it's just a bummer that I can't fix things that I need to fix. Like I'll make
Right.
notes, but then you won't have that lesson until the next year. And I mean, I guess it'll give me insight into further lessons, but that's just a bummer. You can't practice. But
Yeah.
so,
Well,
so yeah. What about you? What were you doing?
what am I doing? That sounded awfully accusatory now. I don't know. Nothing on the books.
Okay.
Very exciting.
Well,
Maybe
don't read anymore. I guess I would never say, but then you won't have reading material for the train.
Yeah, I'll probably just get another book. One of them is actually American Psycho. I'll probably read that on the train. So that, in addition to
Oh,
staring like a psycho, that'll be good. That'll complete the look.
it will. Isn't that by the same author who did Choke
No, that would be
and
Chuck
Fight Club?
Palahniuk.
Oh, okay.
This is Bret Easton Ellis.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Did
Yeah.
you know that American Psycho, that guy is related to James Van Der Beek's character in what was that called? It was like was it Sex Education? It had like a bunch of like teen heartthrobs at the time.
Huh.
Let me think here. James Van Der Beek. Um, now it's gonna bother me. I don't think it was called Sex Education. What was it called? It was called not Varsity Blues. Rules of Attraction.
Oh, yeah. He also wrote that, I think. So
Yeah,
that
so
makes
it's like
sense.
his bro. I guess he has like the same last name and everything.
Oh, that's so
And there
weird.
was like a deleted scene maybe where he like mentions his brother or like talks to him or something. But yeah, I don't know. But yes, I've never seen American Psycho. So you're reading it. Do you think you're gonna watch it after that?
I watched the movie like a few weeks ago because it's on Netflix
Oh, okay.
actually, and
Oh,
I
okay.
did not like it, but I heard that the book
Wow.
was a lot better. Question mark.
Oh,
So
okay. Interesting.
we'll see.
Well,
That's it for me.
um, that's it for you. And you can bring the Steven Seagal book that Big D got you.
That's true. That's true. That's pretty good. A lot of insights about early Sly Stallone I did not know.
Okay, well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching Fallout.
Fallout and playing
Keep me
Fallout, Fall
and
Guys,
Fallout Boys, yeah.
Fall Out Boy.
Keep me apprised of your, I guess, progress with Fallout.
Yes, I'll send you spoilers, Fast and Furious.
I'd rather you not.
Okay, I won't then.
Okay, well, have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.